that number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Willis. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, nice move. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cam Akers, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They go play action with Willis. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Play action, Willis. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, we'll play action.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
1st and 10, Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down throw coming by Willis.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Willis going to try to run it.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Malik Willis
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Here's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The Panthers make over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Come on.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Ready?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first.
10 more there and another first down.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Willis now off play action.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
3rd down, it's Willis. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Bears 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. The 30. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Panthers 28, Bears 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on 2nd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Willis with another keeper.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Malik Willis
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Play action. It's Fields.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On first down, Willis.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
18 Cardinals.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Willis will look to throw on first down. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. To throw, here's Willis. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Willis will look to throw it.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistakes.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On play action, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Panthers will get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
On 2nd and 9.
Willis. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
On the move to his left. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 9. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9.
Willis
looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 14. First down, Carolina.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Now Fields.
And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Off play action, Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. So since that last gain did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a 4th down. Down. Fields has to have this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Panthers 56, Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. A shotgun snap. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Fields on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Willis out of the gun.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Come on. 16 boxes, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rebels.
2nd down and goal.
Willis.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
A One last throw here for Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And as this defense walks